It's Deshaun Watson, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Bucs and the 49ers, and it's coming up next on EA Sports.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Bucs in this matchup. They think they can run the football in this one, but there's a group on the other sideline that thinks otherwise.
Yeah, it's always intriguing when you pit an offense against a defense that seems like they can cancel each other out. We've got a top 5 rushing offense against a top 5 defense. So a lot of times it comes down to execution and maybe a little bit of that, what coaches call want to.
3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by Mr. Irrelevant in the 2022 draft, a guy with something to prove, Iowa State's career passing leader. And that's Brock Purdy.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
On first down, Purdy. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Purdy looking to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Play action, now Purdy. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Deshaun Watson. Of course, he won a national title at Clemson and already has 3 Pro Bowls under his belt in the National Football League.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Watson's throw caught by his receiver Hill. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Bucs at 8-4 now in the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I love those plays. 4th and 1, that's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
This is certainly not what this offense wants to see. That's Chris Godwin shaken up following that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Right where this setup down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the 49ers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll go option to the short side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Shotgun now with Purdy. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Hilton's first catch goes for the first down. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
They go play action here. Purdy. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. As we roll on here in the month of December, week 14 coming up tonight, we got a good one in the AFC West. Get the Parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those Parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
They're going deep for Hill, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. To throw is Watson. And going deep for Hill. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive.
Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Finding room at midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Purdy to throw it on first down. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now on first down, it's Purdy. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The final shot before the break, Watson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. This will be a return from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They're going to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. They will indeed snap it to Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some room to work. Shreds him with a stiff arm. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. For a lot of people, the MVP award means the quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Taken in at the 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
On 2nd and a couple, Purdy. They'll find Ayuk open right side. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's what you're looking for when you're downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 35.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Purdy. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
Able to haul it in is Kittle.
And the Niners are going to go 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted. And
he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brock Purdy
Scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out.
And the 49ers answered back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now 17-14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
With the Bucs offense making their way back out on the field, let's take a look at the playoff picture, Charles, coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know, it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And this is going to be a Bucs 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Watson now to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 28. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A former 1st-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. And Cooks has it over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is going to be stopped up at the line of scrimmage. And we'll have a stoppage as well as we have reached the 2-minute warning. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Watson to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick here is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
The long drive last time out for this offense, Charles, if you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want with football?
There he goes left side. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. McLaughlin for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Niners down on the scoreboard. 44 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on 1st down.
Here's Purdy.
Completes it to Hilton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Purdy to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's going to pick up a 1st down here as that clock continues to run.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He's back to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Tampa Bay, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the